Binkley here with us.
How's it going?
Good having you out here. And
it's great to be here.
And you've done a lot of different sponsorships and stuff. Whenever we do the lap board, fast time awards, and something kind of a little bit
try to help.
Something it may not be a money, but once we add it all up, it end up being almost $200 tonight for what we're doing for the drivers. So
pretty good.
End up working out pretty good there and stuff. And you yourself, you do something on Sundays about every couple. Maybe about once every month or so.
Every third Sunday.
Sunday. Tell us about that deal with your racing ventures.
All right. Well, I race with the Modified Contractor Racing in Granger, Indiana, with Stacy Tusky. He's probably known for the Granger Lawn. He lives around there, takes all their stuff to him. So it's a neat deal. It's totally home built, modified lawn tractor.
Looks like something you would cut grass with, but instead it doesn't have the blade on it, and it's kind of juked up a little bit.
Some
guys are doing slicks on them. Some are running threads, some are doing both, and on that little. It might seem like a track, but I'm 1/30th scale maybe.
Yeah, and it's actually a scaled replica of New Paris Speedway
with the backstretch and the grooves in different spots there.
On the odd shape, all that.
Very narrow.
Yes, it is.
Narrow, too wide. You never see 3 wide. If you do see 3 wide, normally it's somebody in the wall or
somebody in the wall or somebody right.
And you guys get around pretty good, about 18, 20 miles an hour.
Well, about then, yeah.
It may not seem that fast, but when you're going
on it, man, it's like 3 seconds and let off. Hit it, 3 seconds,
and the
let
laps
off.
Are like what, 7.5, 8 seconds?
Well, yeah.
Maybe
at most.
Maybe a touch higher than that. They're right.
No, cousin Roger Binkley. He's
he's like this on that wheel.
Man, he is the man.
He runs the
wheel. He'll work you over pretty good. He'll wear you out. But it's a lot of fun.
But you just kind of joined it, and kind of
a couple years ago, I just say, hey, I'm going to do this again. I did it all when I finished second point. This season we've already had one. Unfortunately, my not done yet, so I wasn't able to. I help support. I wasn't able to race yet.
And that's every third, fourth Sunday, and it's at Granger Lawnmower Play. And you can look that up on there and stuff. It's free to get in.
It's free to get.
If you want to do a donation, though, you get some pretty good food.
Oh yes.
It's like a cooked out on the grill kind of.
Homemade, hot dogs, hamburgers, salads, all the good stuff.
But you don't eat too much of the race. That can be
you don't want to do that, and you'll get tired and want to take a nap.
Take a nap like a winter bear there on Hybrid.
Right.
But that's pretty cool. Now, so you go to a lot of races. Over at South Bend, you come down here to New Paris, and you bounce around different tracks.
Angola, I'm going to go there in a couple weeks.
We're going to have with the vintage on
Saturday. The vintage cars.
The Sunday schedule can change now. So it's going to be hot laps only.
Right, I seen that earlier today.
Shoot stuff. But that's a little 3/8 mile, about an hour away from here.
Yeah, and it is fast. Well, they get going. Kalamazoo, I go there quite often. I love that. And then I'm going back to Ohio tracks. Attica. I like to go back to Eldor. I haven't been there in many years. And I don't know. We'll just see what happens. Everything costs so much now.
Yeah.
It's just the way life is.
And when you look at $4 a gallon, and if you just go down the road, that big a deal. But when you got travelers,
right?
I go to McLawn on Sundays.
I have got to get there this year too. And I've got to get there this year. I wanted to go last year and just couldn't.
Because now they're talking 30 Crown Vics a week. So we'll see what happens.
That ought to be really cool.
And 20 compacts,
like Thunder cars or whatever.
And the Thunder cars are kind of like the juked up street stacks up here. They got Crown Vics for like the old Thunder cars up here, the big cars.
That was
the bars of soap, the police cars.
If we can do something like that around here, that'd be really.
That at South End and Plymouth.
Yeah.
It kind of went by the wayside. Cash for clunkers took care of that.
Oh yeah, I know. I got rid of all the good cars.
Everybody wants to get a lot of weight right there.
Can't wait to get down to Plymouth this year.
That's gonna be a pretty good deal there.
There's gonna be a lot of action going on there this year. Hoping I wanted to get over to Grundy County Speedway. Want to try to Rockford. I'd go over there.
Go through Chicago. Holy smokes!
I know that's
always a white knuckle drive through there. It seems like, when you go through there.
Exactly.
Now, you go to a lot of races. What's kind of a pet peeve about racing sometimes at different tracks?
Oh.
Kind of like, man, I wish I could improve this better or improve that better. I don't get now. You don't want to get out at 1, 2 in the morning. I know that's always
right. Sometimes it's like, why are you taking so long during intermission? What's going on here? And some tracks, no intermission. Some tracks could be half an hour of an intermission.
And sometimes with all the electronic paperwork,
Yeah.
nothing's being written by hand anymore. So you think it should just be print out.
Oh, and that causes more disaster than.
But if it's not working, a lot of people are not real good about following that stuff.
Remember,
the old days
when I was little, you'd have 5 or 6 people in the tower watching.
Or you'd have a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Slide down to the flagman, and then
Now you got one guy watching a computer screen.
That kind of gets me sometimes is how long they take to get a restart, even though those transponders.
Yeah, they got the earbuds where to go, but whether they can hear you
or they want to hear me,
or they don't. Maybe that could
or
be
they have
too.
That discrepancy. I think I belong here, and that kind of iffy there. Other things, good things with racing, like a night like this, all V8s, kind of a cool deal if you're used to the old time racing.
Yeah, this definitely reminds me of a long time ago when, mini stocks were there, not many, but they were there. Nobody ever heard of a front wheel drive car, Hornet car. Nobody ever heard of those.
Those would be the last, I think, in about 5 years, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Now those guys put on a real good show too, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them in this area because remember how mini stocks was a cheap, economical way to get into racing. Well, now the Hornet cars.
Then it became a pro stock, mini stock, and a pure stock, and then that kind of
went
like
different directions. 4-cylinder late model.
Then you had the front wheel drives that became, front wheel drives became front wheel drives, and the Hornets became the lower front wheel drives.
Right.
And
I think that'd be cool getting a Hornet on a little bit.
But well, as long as it's not black car, 90% of the cars are black.
Well, they came out of the factory like that.
Another black car is all we need.
Yeah.
Now, favorite drivers throughout the years?
Oh, definitely Jim Blunt, Doug Hanna, Charlie Hanna. I always definitely enjoyed watching them. Frankie Phillips, Dreamer Phillips, Ginger Phillips. That whole family was just so cool to watch racing.
A lot of neat stuff there going on, and like say over the years, a lot of big names have come through. When we bring the Sizzler in here.
Oh yeah, definitely. Bud Perry.
You get the Bozels.
And Andy Bozell is probably I have to say, all-time favorite. I remember watching him at the old Mottville, the Southwest Michigan Speedway when I was a little kid.
Racing sportsman.
Yep.
Him and Robleski and
I remember him.
Busher was in that mix there.
He used to race bomber cars too. I remember when Andy Bozell was racing bomber cars up there. And I spent a lot of time there as a kid. I spent a lot of time here
too.
Neat.
Years ago, the late models up Kalamazoo were kind of the ultimate late model, and then we had late models here that were kind of not quite Class A.
Right.
They were close, but not enough. Then it became the Rosses and the Warwigs. Now those guys can go up to Kalamazoo and win regularly, very well. And now we're right on par with the Kalamazoo late model, which is it took a while because of the cost. Because we try to have a lower cost class, and then you're trying to build it.
Right.
And where Kalamazoo kind of maybe try to keep the cost down and stagnant. These cars are all super expensive no matter what.
Oh, no matter what, no matter where you go, every one of these costs you an arm and a leg. But they certainly are fun to watch. Mm-hmm. And you see a lot of drivers down there getting frustrated. But at the end of the day, they all got a smile on their face. They enjoyed what they did.
Yeah, the only bad thing is these tires.
Tires. Oh my goodness,
and, that can be kind of tough with these regular shows where you guys want to race, and then I got to save my car because looking at all the costs of sponsorship obligations.
Being like an outlaw late model running weekly or a sportsman late model running weekly, you're not going to be able to do that by yourself.
Yeah, and it's tough for crowds because some crowds they love the late models. I know when stopping, postponed that race with the oil on the track.
Yeah,
and so how many people left? After they said the late models going to have to wait,
Yeah, I see a lot of people get a little disappointed with that, but it is what it is. That's a lot of money on that track. They can't just be running through the oil dry like that.
And what's tough too with these late models, so costly.
And they're not going to sit there and idle around the track.
The cars is so small now. It's maybe the Kalamazoo to Detroit.
Yeah,
a little bit maybe by Toledo. That's it for outlaws. Used to be
Lorain County Speedway there in Ohio. I've been watching them a lot online.
Yeah, they kind of got like a crate motor, I think.
Yeah.
They got kind of like the outlaw body.
Well, they run a lot of the super modified.
Yeah, I love those.
And they're coming to Kalamazoo again this summer.
Yeah, Memorial Weekend.
And I really want to go see weekend that Angola opens up. I got to. Where do I want to go? I think. Yeah, I got to work Friday night. So I don't get to go to any of them. But,
a little sick today. a little rough today.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they tell me I'm a liar. They're not going to do it anyway.
Your doctor slipped in.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm going to try to get some Friday night races. I got vacation time. I'll go do something somewhere. I mean, there's a race open. I'll be there somewhere.
Use it, you'll lose it. Or,
right. I'd like to get down. I need to get down there. Indianapolis Speedway. They got.
How about even Winchester? You know?
Yeah, I'd love to go to Winchester, Salem.
Yeah, because let's say we got
like
4 shows at Winchester.
You see that Indianapolis Speedrome? That's a 75 lap figure 8 late model race.
Yeah, and they were talking about wanting to do oval, but the guy said it's too costly.
Yeah,
because they're going through their tires on the figure 8, and they'd rather just do the figure 8. But
that
they get about 20 cars, and those spoilers. I mean, they were very stock. And then they got bigger and bigger. And now they look like campers.
Yeah.
Camper tops on top of it looks like on the top of a pickup truck. The way some of
those
spoilers all the way to the front.
Well, they're real creative looking cars, man, and they are fast.
Yeah, when they broke those rules open years ago, we went down there and it's like, man, these things look really open competition now. I mean, they really juke them up pretty good.
Try to get to Hartford. Hartford's the only dirt track left over here now.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
So,
well, the King starting back up again with Kippenberg. He got the track.
Right.
So they're going to show zero on Fridays. Some of these tracks, so many tracks are on Saturday. And with a traveler, it's tough to where do you go because the old days you could do Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, right.
Now
here
Sundays have very few if any shows.
Yeah.
And most of everybody's on Saturday. And it's like, pick your poison.
And Friday night is like, well, a lot of people got to work. They got to work in order to race.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm going to try to get around best I can, many tracks as I can. Probably follow you around a little bit. You see me go, you go where the action's at. So I'm going to go with you.
We try. So, well, thanks again for doing that. One of the Fast Time Awards.
Oh, no problem.
And kind of pretty cool.
I try to help.
We got the envelopes. They can't even figure out what's in it. We got them all covered up. So,
well, that's good. The element of surprise.
Highly disclosed.
Right.
So, thanks again for coming out.
Hey, no problem.
Racing, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy racing tonight.
Oh, I definitely will.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Ron.
Look at that. Man, look at this. Right on top of things. Right on top of things here.